Chiefs Kingdom, Chief High Smoke back to you with another one. And the Kansas City Chiefs lose 31 to 16 to the Seattle Seahawks in a game that was tough to watch, tough to evaluate. It was rainy weather all night in the Pacific Northwest. The Seahawks Stadium, it's a tough place to go in and play. It was rocking when that game first started. Watched the whole thing. And really, the Chiefs' defense, I'm going to start out on that end of the ball. Nobody could get off a block. Martinez had 50 yards. Halani had 49 yards. Wright had 48 yards. Charbonnet had 45 yards. Locke had 34 yards. Tyus had 30 yards. Milrow had 20 yards. They averaged 6.5 yards, 7 yards per carry. They did it on tosses, sweeps, stretches, powers. They had 174 yards rushing in the first half. Really could do anything they wanted. Drew Lock really left off from his performance against the Raiders last week. He had a big game. I want to say him and Sam Darnold combined for 11 of 13, 135 yards, 2 touchdowns in that first half. Like I said, 5 guys with 35 yards rushing or more. And really, the Chiefs played a lot of rookies in this game. Ashton Gillette really couldn't get off a block at all. He was getting manhandled the whole game. Noah Williams, who had a standout game last week, had a couple penalties, legal hands to the face. No pass rush again, I wrote down. The Chiefs did not have a sack in this game at all. You'd think, you'd get to Drew Lock eventually. One of their quarterbacks, Jalen Milrow, but they were unable to do that for the second straight preseason week. And look, guys, the Chiefs' defense has been top 5. Last year, I think they took a step back, in my opinion. The pass rush really wasn't there, but they've always had good defensive backs, if you had a third and long situation, it was going to be pretty tough on a Spags defense because they were going to be able to blitz, get home, and the defensive backs have always been able to cover. Here's the thing: the Chiefs got banged up in this game pretty bad. Royals came out with the ankle injury. I thought he had a really nice return. The kicker ended up tackling him on the play, or he's going to run for a touchdown right there on that return. I think the Chiefs found the returner on this new kick return in the NFL. Norman Locke went out, their second round pick. He was able to return, so that was a good sign right there. Cochran went out with a knee injury. He had a pretty solid night too as well. Nobody really on the defense had a great night besides Jeffrey Bassa. Again, he continues to fly around. He made a great play, 2 great plays where he stuffed a running back on a loss of yards. He continues to watch the tape and play on instincts in that linebacker position. He's a little bit undersized, but he's got the speed to fly through those holes. And he made a couple plays tonight, and you saw him make the play in that Arizona game on that quarterback. And he was doing that a couple times to the running back tonight. Still on running plays, though, he's getting kind of bullied on that. But he's got a chance to make some big plays as a 5th round pick for the Chiefs this year. So McDonald too had a standout game. I noticed him make some plays out there, but really nobody for the Chiefs on the defensive end of the ball stood out for me tonight. And I still continue to question Ashton Gillette, their 3rd round pick out of Louisville that they selected. He's still yet really to do much out there. I know we all look for sacks and the big plays like that, but I was watching him tonight, and he looks undersized out there. He really does. I don't know if he's a starter really in the NFL at this point in time. So the Chiefs might have to take a look at him. And I had written down, there's a big play in this game. Early in this game, Carson Steele has really a chance to cement, a roster spot. and they hand him the ball on a 4th and 1 opportunity. Minshew does a good job of getting the ball down there, and Carson Steele is stuffed. And that happened a lot last year too, as well. And a lot of Chiefs fans, this guy might be one of your favorite players, but I think he's going to be really cut from the roster this time around. He just really can't give you much. I mean, can't even give you a 20-yard run. Can't even give you good short yardage runs at all. So I think he took a step back. For me this week too as well, Joshua Williams stock down too. They played him a lot late in this game, and that had me kind of thinking that he's possibly going to get cut too as well. And that sucks because he's played in a lot of games, a lot of experience, really played well the first couple years. He took a step back last year too as well. Sky Moore continues to drop the football, but he might have won a roster spot on a punt return late in the game. We'll see if Royals is out with that injury, but Sky Moore dropped like 2 passes, 2 easy ones right in his hands. Like I said, Noah Williams had the 2 penalties, 2 illegal hands to the face penalties, like almost back to back. So I don't know if the refs were really kind of on him in this game, but Minshew, stock up. I love what I see from the guy. He made a play in this game. I mean, there's been a couple times where he should have probably took the sack, or maybe playing with the Raiders, he takes a sack, but throws it up. First one was to Royals last week on the blitz. This week he's rolling out to his right, and really on his 4th option. It's a bootleg, and he's got nobody left, and throws it in the back of the end zone to Tunyon. I thought he made a great play on that one. So I'm pretty confident that the Chiefs have found their backup quarterback, and Minshew needs to come in if Mahomes hurts an ankle or a knee or something like that, God forbid. Then I'm comfortable Minshew coming in for a couple games, kind of to relieve him until Mahomes gets healthy again. I wrote down offensive line too as well. Simmons continues to play well. I think Minshew got hit one time, too as well. I'd have to go back and look at the notes, but really, I wrote down another funny play. Oluwakan, this guy, he's rolling out, does a good job of rolling out, and then kind of falls down on it. He trips, falls down on his butt. At that point in time, I just kind of throw my hands up. It reminded me of Mark Sanchez and the butt fumble back in the day, but the Seahawks really could do no wrong. Like I said, they had 5 guys with 35 yards rushing or more in this game. Really kind of just started off running it down our throat. And I kind of question, are we going to be able to stop the run this year? We did a good job in Arizona last week, but the Seahawks did anything they wanted to. They were really creative on the run game with those toss and sweeps. And I thought Drew Lock played well. Continues to play well in the preseason. This is a guy now that's been on a lot of teams. And he was finding guys like Young, White, and Bobo. Bobo had 2 touchdowns. The Chiefs could not cover tonight. They really couldn't do anything on defense. It was just like, the Seahawks were playing at another speed, another level out there. I was going to go over some of these plays that I saw. One thing is this first down, it's taking forever. The first downs are kind of taking forever. The chains were faster. So I think they need to bring back the chains because this new first down technology, it's kind of taking forever to come back. So they need to really get faster on that. But I'm not even really going to get into it. It was bad tonight. It's bad. It's good thing it's preseason. The good thing now is the Chiefs have about 3 weeks at home to kind of figure it out, see who they want to go with. They're going to go with some young guys, but I hate to bear anyone's the bad news. Joshua Williams and Carson Steele. Those are the first couple guys that I see. I'm going to do a roster prediction here in one of my next videos. Maybe a rookie video just to see where they're at right now. But Joshua Williams, Carson Steele, they're probably going to not make the roster again this year. And it's just because of the fact that, and you can't say they didn't have their opportunities. They got a ton of playing time, in this game. And Joshua Williams didn't make a lot of plays. A lot of times he was going up against, the second string wide receiver, in games coming out his rookie second year. And tonight he's going up against guys that might not make the roster, and he's getting just diced up out there. So I don't know what ended up happening to Joshua Williams, but he's gotten worse to me. And, I just don't see him making the roster at this point. Carson Steele, I don't see him making the roster. Sky Moore, that punt return might have helped him out, but I can't see him making the roster. He just drops the ball too much. The fears now of Najee Johnson making this roster and having to watch him give up a ton of passes again this year. I know he had one good pass defense on a ball in the end zone. Hopefully he can play better, but basically can just throw this one out because the Chiefs did not really come to play tonight, and defensively, they need to clean it up. Pass rush, stopping the run, and it's a good thing they got 3 weeks to figure it out. Offensively, I think they're right there, ready to go. But defensively, they got some things to clean up. It was an ugly game, Chiefs Kingdom, but people keep telling me that this Raiders fan cliche that if you lose all your preseason games, that means you're gonna win all your regular season games. That's what Raiders fans have been telling me. Raiders fans continue to tell me that preseason doesn't matter. And tonight, I got a chance to evaluate some of our rookies, and some of them took a step back. I mean, Simmons looked good. Noah Williams took a step back. Norman Lott, hasn't really done anything. Gelati took a step back. I think Brashard Smith looked good. Bassa looked good. But other than that, I mean, some of our rookies didn't look great out there. But thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If like and subscribe if you can. Thank you.